I'm on Money TV. It's your boy King Chaos, man. We got a special one tonight, man. I'm glad to have this artist in the build, man. I told y'all this year we was attacking the artists, man. We was gonna bring y'all the latest and greatest MCs from the Midwest and the South, and we was gonna bring y'all everybody, man. So I'm happy to have this guy in the building tonight. I'm gonna let him introduce himself. We're gonna jump right in and we ain't gonna waste no time. We ain't gonna play no games with it tonight. We got big Caine Marko in the building, man. So we're gonna bring Kano in, man. Let him introduce himself, man, and let him know, we're gonna get right into it, man. What's up
Yeah,
with you, my boy?
yeah. What's happening, man?
Big Kano Marko, man. Let him I kind of do it. I got a chart. We're gonna do it a little free form, but I'm gonna get into my questions, man. I really want to know, like, we're gonna start it like, no, like, I know your history. I know where you
Yeah,
come from. You know what I mean? But we gonna let you introduce yourself to the people, man. And, when did you start battle rap, man? When did Big Kano get started in battle rap?
man. First and foremost, man. Shout out to you, man. King Chaos, man. The only nigga I let call me Kano. You know what I'm saying?
It's Kane, but I love the Kano.
Yeah, yeah. It's all love, man. The only nigga I let call me that. That's all good, man. I'm grateful. I started battling, man, like 12 years ago. Yeah, 12 years ago, my first battle. Shout out to GE, Milwaukee. Shit, talking with him on Twitter. He set up a battle. I got locked up the day of the battle.
Wow.
I get out, had to start over again. I just started over so many times, man. My first battle was Milwaukee. Then eventually I did that. Then my second battle, me and Seif. I started with Seif with the hooligans. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Um, Spit That Heat. For those that don't know about Spit That Heat, that's a Milltown Blow at that time. He had a little crazy run. He was doing a lot of shit based out of Atlanta. He from Milwaukee, but he was based in Atlanta.
So that goes right into my next question, man. What would you consider your home league? Was Spit That Heat your original home league, and what's your home league now?
Man, that's the thing, man. I've been 100% independent, man. Got it out the mud every time. I didn't really stay too many places. Like, I ain't gonna say they didn't welcome me or embrace me in. It was like it was there, what it was, and that's what it is. From that, Spit That Heat wasn't ball hog. Had a little run on there, but I done battled on a lot of leagues though. So my most recent was goddamn Coliseum out in New York. I think they kind of ended now. I think they converted over to Fight Back Arena. I
Hmm.
think now. So like I said, I've been on a lot of leagues, man. Guerrilla Warfare, Spit That Heat, Go Hard or Go Home, Black Ice, uh, Ball Hog, Kali, We Go Hard. Shit, man, I could keep naming them. I
Yeah,
didn't.
nah, I know, been an extensive career. We're gonna get into that. We're gonna get into that.
Yeah.
Don't you jumping right into my questions because you talked about your first battle. Do you remember what was that opponent?
Namo the narrator, man. I don't know if he's still around or not, but I did my thing on that for it to be my first battle. I went crazy. He was a At that time he was loved in his city. So, but Milwaukee showed hella love though. Every time I go there, it's all love. Every time I battle there, every time I visit, it's always a good vibe, a good moment, man. It was ever on no hater shit. You know what I'm saying? They showed love though. At first they didn't because I was out of town, obviously. But you know what I'm saying? That was crazy. My second battle, man, was with Spit That Heat, and they threw me to the wolves against Riggs, man. Shout out to Baghdad.
You know what? That was one of the battles that I was gonna touch on. I seen, like, I do my research. I look into
Yeah,
the battles, but I actually, I was at your Jay Pence battle. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? In that, I mean, in was that Kokomo?
It was
Uh,
Kokomo.
yeah. So
Yeah,
and then you said Milwaukee. It's crazy because I got roots in Chicago. Pops was from Chicago, then he moved to Milwaukee. So, like so many other
Yeah,
gangsters from Chicago, that's where they
yeah,
end up at in Milwaukee, man. So that's
right.
dope, man. Uh,
It's all, and that's what's crazy with me, man. I done been around and everything, man. You know, people know what I am, know that where I'm from. I don't be one of the rappers to be boasting and bragging about that. So I try to keep that not in the tuck, but you know what I'm saying. This shit is tatted on me, so I ain't really. It ain't nothing really to discuss on that part. It's just I always love going everywhere else and being embraced by, you know, the term real, recognized real, man. You can
most
adapt
definitely.
to anything. So that's what I never had no problems when I'm at other places. And, you know, it's been some heckling places like when you battle and shit.
Yeah, when you come in and you the out of town opponent, man, you
Exactly.
know it's home court advantage for them people, and you gotta respect that. That's one thing about battle rap that you know they gonna always love bars, no matter if you the out of town person or not. You got to come in and show. You got to take that person's spot. It's like you come in and you got to
Exactly.
knock the champ out. You feel me?
Like in basketball or high school or football.
Yeah, most
Like I
definitely.
played football and I wrestled a little bit. So like back in football, like you know how you the away team, you going to their house, nothing hurts more than the away team getting busy and y'all gotta watch.
That's right.
That's how
That's
I
right.
be feeling,
But
man. Every time I go out of town, y'all gonna hear me. If y'all don't fuck with me, y'all gonna hear me. Y'all
but
gonna
in
love
battle rap, a nigga gonna motherfuckers gonna always recognize them bars. You know what I'm saying? So
me.
even if you the
Yeah,
away team, if you coming hard, they gonna recognize us no matter what. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, exactly,
How
exactly.
would you describe your battle style? Are you a puncher? And these are questions, you know, these are general questions, but I ask these to everybody I
Right.
interview. You know what I mean? So people can get to know the battle. So are you a puncher? Are you metaphor? What would you describe?
Yeah, at
What would
first, man.
Caine?
At first, when I started, man, I ain't know what the fuck I was for real. I was, you know, Caine Marko, man. The name, you know, I always wanted the first name, last name, and you know, that's Juggernaut real name. And I always felt like my flow. I'm a, you know, what I'm saying. I started battling like before I got on the battle rap scene. I was battling niggas by the twos, by the groups, by like it's one of me, two, three of them. And I'm
That's
just
right.
running through niggas. So it was like, okay, I don't want to call myself Juggernaut. That's corny. So Caine Marko. Like I was already Caine. You know what I'm saying? So I just added that. But my style, man, it's like coming straight at you. I can be laid back with it. I can but I'm gonna punch. I'm a haymaker. I feel like haymakers is my thing too. You don't know they're gonna land. You just don't know where they gonna come from. But from the first line to the second line, the middle, I really it's kind of hard to explain. I'm a mixture of I have a mixture of it all. I do it all. I can punch. I can haymaker. I'm metaphoric. I have wordplay. I can freestyle. I can rebuttal from time to time. That's something I don't do as much, but I have before recently. So it's been helping me. So
So you've been adding. So as you went on in battle rap, you kind of added stuff to your
yeah,
arsenal as you went.
hell yeah. Because one thing I learned though, even when you think you got it, you ain't got it. It's something that you missing. Like you know how you making some meatloaf or some gumbo or something. You got the certain seasonings that it hit. You know what I'm saying? Certain shit hit, but it's like it's that one more thing. So every year I try to get better. I go back to the drawing board. I go back to watch my old shit to see where I fuck up at. Like slow shit down. Start instead of prolongating shit, shorten it up and get to the punch faster. Go ahead and you know what I mean. It's all about how you say shit. It's
Chain punching and just
you know what I'm
all that.
saying. It's all about how you say it, and nowadays it's not always about what you say, because you could say the craziest shit and then you could battle a nigga that don't even have no crazy bars, no punches like that. It's just something they said that somebody will be like, "Oh my god!" But then too, that goes into away and home team. You know what I'm saying?
Most definitely. All right, before we get into depth in battle rap, before I go into like your battles and stuff like that, I always like to get what you doing because I don't think young battlers, man, that's really what I want to kind of show is the gambit of battle rap and kind of give young battle rappers, you know, like I
Yeah.
think they think that they just jump in battle rap and they instantly gonna make money. What does Kane do to get money in battle rap? Like, what do you do outside battle rap? Because I think young people, like, I stream, I sell clothes, bro. You know,
Yeah.
I hustle all the way around. And I think young people today just think they're gonna do one thing and make it, man. And
Nah,
I don't think that's realistic.
nah. I read a book. It was a successful book, not even just in battle rap, but it's funny you touched that topic. Nowadays, you gotta have at least 5 to 7 sources of income. Believe it or not, I'm saying you got to be doing something. A regular 9 to 5, a regular just battle rap. You battle rapping is not just gonna do it. You gotta, you know what I'm saying, do some shows, promo, get some interviews in. For instance, me and Seif and the guys, you know what I'm saying, shout out to Indy Savage and Love Stacks, man. We created a podcast called Blunt Honesty.
I
We
seen
just,
that. Y'all
you know what
check
I'm
that
saying?
out, man.
Yeah,
I seen
man.
that.
Go on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, Hooli TV, HOOLIE TV. Uh, we just
Make
had
sure you
a
send me that. I'll make sure that's in the that's in the description for everybody so they can click onto
definitely,
that link, man. We're gonna share all that information. So all this stuff y'all hearing about, it's gonna be in the description. We definitely gonna share that info with y'all.
yeah. We just getting started. We've been doing it probably about under a year. It hasn't been a full-fledged year just yet. It's almost. We ain't no drink champs and no $1 million worth of game and all of that. You know what I'm saying? But we getting there. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
you gotta start somewhere. I think
Exactly.
that's the thing that slow people down is they don't want to start. You know what I'm saying? We don't start at the top of the ladder. You know what I'm saying? You got to climb the rungs to get to the top. So people got to realize that you got to start somewhere to end up somewhere else, man. I think that's dope, man, that y'all doing that, man. Seif is a dope battler. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody you name got bars. So that's dope that y'all linked up together to do that, man.
Yeah, man. It's all about family with me, man. I ain't never been the click hopper, man. Like, never been on no Kevin Durant shit to go to the next team to get a win. Even though that makes the most sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody be mad at KD for what he do, but it's like the nigga want to win. He wants a ring. He's done so much work, and he wants his accolades to be matched with everything else. You know what I'm saying? So I get it, but it's been hooligans all day, man. It's been I ain't I just always felt like despite Seif, you know what I'm saying, Indy Savage and Stacks don't battle no more like that.
Right.
So if you look at it, it is up to me for real.
I think
Like
that's
it's
an
like
old school mentality, man. Like the Jordans, the Isaiahs, the Magics, the guys who
yeah,
stuck with their team and made sure their teams got to the top. But if you represent the team, I think in battle rap you can do a lot more and still bring them guys with you. Like
exactly. That's
it
what
ain't team jumping, really in battle rap. So long as you screaming hooligans, they with
yeah.
you. You feel me?
Exactly. That's what me and Safe was talking about. Because I've been having little talks about manager shopping. If that makes sense. I feel like nowadays we need a manager. Me and bro was so caught up in doing shit ourselves. We in the middle of fucking Indiana, like the middle of the Midwest, where as crazy as Indianapolis being the 13th, 14th largest city in the United States, it's not as big on the circuit of not just battle rap, Midwest battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like you and I both know this. We had our certain people that come in. Excuse me.
That's all right.
You know what I'm saying? We had our certain people that come and go, man. People fucking calling my phone after I told them don't call me. So yeah. So it's kind of like our circuit is kind of hard. Like, how Illinois got Chicago. They at that time, Guerrilla Warfare Gracie. You know what I'm saying? Detroit always been Detroit. That's the Midwest mecca of battle rap. So,
Most definitely.
you know what I'm saying? You can't forget them, you know what I'm saying? Then you got St. Louis. You know what I'm saying? The forefathers from there. We don't even have forefathers like that. For real, that, is
We got
even
Mills, but Mills is from Gary, but he do a lot in that,
it's
Indiana.
it's Indiana, man. I
Yeah.
get it. You know how everybody wanna, include Gary with close to Chicago and all of that. I get it. I get it. It's one and the same.
Yeah, it's crazy. Me being from Indiana and really knowing, I don't think a lot of people like you coming Wilmington, you know what I mean, and moving to Indiana and being in Milwaukee and being Chicago, you more tapped in and you can understand that
Yeah,
Indiana really got a large population. You know what I'm
you gotta
saying?
look for it to not be getting its fair look. We have a
A
big,
lot of
large,
talent.
yeah, a lot of talent, man. But it's just like we I mean, you heard this before too, man. Just it's not just here; it's everywhere.
Yeah,
Crabs in a bucket, man. I hate that, saying it like that. But people don't. When people grasp onto somebody, it's either favoritism or it's just some other political shit that shouldn't even be political. You know what I'm saying? I don't gotta just because I didn't go to school with you and in the middle school don't mean that you can't support a nigga. You know what I'm saying?
absolutely.
Just because I ain't snorting powder with you don't mean you can't support a nigga. You know what I'm saying? But
That's why
motherfuckers
you
was
here
like,
today, man. I want to show, like, I really want to show that I'm supporting the scene.
yeah,
I did the groundwork, made sure I supported Indiana before I moved on to, supporting the larger platforms. That was something that was important to me, man. So that's why we got you up here today to kind of show them that we breaking these barriers down. You know what I'm saying?
exactly. That's what it need to be done. I feel like Indiana's need to be heard. But even though I'm a North Carolina nigga, I love Indiana. I mean, I love Indianapolis, man. The city been good to me. You know what I'm saying? My son was born here. Money I done got here. The knowledge I've learned, just you know what I'm saying. I was a man before I got here, but it's like you still learn as you grow. So I don't have too much bad to say about Indianapolis, man. I can't, and I can't let the next person do it that's not from here, that don't live here either say it. So you know what I'm saying,
You
it's
got
just
to keep learning as
human
a
nature,
man.
man. You know what I mean? It's what we know. I will say this: this is like completely different from how my upbringing. You know what I'm saying? It's different. It's the same, but it's different. You know what I'm saying?
Go check out. My next thing is a highlight one of my favorite battles from you, and I'm gonna tell them to go check out that Jay Pence and Caine Marko. For
That's your
you,
favorite one.
I just like that battle. I like what both of y'all did in that battle. I think that was a good back and forth.
Hmm.
And I just like to highlight, and it's one of the more later battles. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, yeah. It was I don't really battle in Indiana too much.
yeah,
Not no more. It's like it's not to sound like LeBron, but I'm gonna take my talents to South Beach. You know what I'm saying? Like it got to that point. It's when people outside of where you at, but that's how it usually go. When you
yeah,
outside of somewhere and they looking at you like, yo, who is this nigga? This nigga's wilding. Where is he from? Woo, woo, woo. And you don't get the same love back at home. That's kind of weird. When in reverse, that's how you supposed to start off. Is getting love where you at.
at home. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's different because people fuck with me more outside of Indiana.
What you talking about, man? I got a platform that was based in Indiana, man. I get so much love from the vets. I mean, you be on Twitter, you
Yeah.
see me moving around.
Yeah,
Just
you've been working. And that's one thing. Like I commend you for you been like working. You don't be out here kissing ass, sucking dick, being on some bullshit, like being messy, trying to be in the mix. You know what I'm saying? You're a grown black man trying to make something out of something. You know what I mean?
nah, I
And
don't
and,
play
and
that.
you keeping it cordial, you keeping it business, but you keeping it real and keeping it gangster, and I respect it.
I play the swamp game. I'm the same person in real life
Exactly.
as I
That's
am on
exactly
the
how.
internet.
Yeah, for real. Shout out
What
the swamp, man. People don't know, man. Marion and Wilmington is not Marion, South Carolina, and Wilmington, North Carolina are not far away from each other
not
like
far
that.
away at all. Nah.
Not far away. So that coot noop shit, that shit real. That coot noop raccoon shit is
Hey
is
man, I
real
heard it
down there.
before. When he said it, I
Yeah.
was amazed that he said it because I had heard it before.
Yep.
If I said my favorite battle, I know you done battle Riggs, you done battle Danny Myers, you done battle Gage. I mean, you done battle so many people. What would be Kane's,
One of my
favorite battle?
favorite battles, man. My favorite battle has to be um Danny's one of them, man. Even though I took a L in that one, but I learned from that battle so much, man. This camera fucking with me, all right. But I learned so much from that battle. So that's one of them. Uh Aura, me versus Aura. I broke through with that. My debut at We Go Hard. That's one of my favorite ones. I had a line that still is crazy to this day. That's probably what most niggas will probably know me for is the wave the Glock at him. Some Donald Trump for president. Niggas get to running for no reason. And that shit.
That's a dope line.
And then my personal favorite for real out of all that is probably me versus Jesus Flair on Kali. That was my debut on Kali. And
Kali
it
is
was
West Coast,
Kali is New York, Queens,
East
New
Coast.
York,
Okay.
Coliseum.
Oh,
Um,
Coliseum. Okay, yeah, I'm
yeah,
familiar with
yeah,
Coliseum.
but they call it Kali for short. It was we went to Kali because at that time, I ain't gonna say at that time, but when we was looking at it, it was like We Go Hard was number one on the East Coast, and then second place was Kali at one point. Kali brought Ty. They had Hussein. They had
Bob Ross,
a lot of niggas that you see that's on We Go Hard are also used to deal with Kali at one point.
most definitely.
Fun fact. But yeah, man, me versus Jesus Flair, man. I had a point to prove. I feel like every battle I do, I have a point to prove. But it's just something about going out of town, far away, out the region. Like it's like, oh yeah, y'all ain't never heard of me. Oh, okay.
The
Uh,
strange thing about that is like Indiana respects that, man. That's the craziest
now they
thing.
do. What's crazy is they respect it now, but
Yeah,
they used to frown on me and Seth, man, when we invested in ourselves. When we go and
ceasefire too.
you know what I'm saying, when we go and pay for our own battles. But now that's what motherfuckers is doing. But that's what me and bro was trying to.
Hold on. Okay, I probably done left off the screen. It's coming back. No, you can keep talking. It was me
Oh,
that
okay.
was
No, I was saying that's what me and
froze up.
bro that's what we was trying to enlighten to people in Indiana battle rap is okay, it's obvious that motherfuckers ain't gonna look here. Go somewhere else and get that look. But you're gonna have to pay. Like, like dumb motherfucker, if your refrigerator broke, you ain't gonna just keep eating out of a leaking ass refrigerator that's thawing your food up. That's supposed to be freezing it, right? What you gonna do?
Put that bag behind and go get another one, man.
Come on, man. You gonna invest in another one.
You gotta invest.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta invest. I feel like that's the one thing, I'm saying if you're a real hustler, you already know anyway to make money, you gotta spend more
Gotta
money.
spend a couple bags, man. That's what it's
You know
about.
what I'm
You
saying? And
absolutely right.
ain't no shame in my game. A motherfucker could say, oh, he paid for his opportunities, but wasn't nobody else trying to get into me when I know I deserve them. And if I'm in my own, and before I let a motherfucker get in their position to where they tell me what to do, nah, I'ma go get it on my own.
I like that, man. I like
You know
that.
what I'm saying? Like, fun fact, me and Mills battle. Battle was supposed to be better than what it was, because it was brewing. The rivalry had brewed at so time. It was like, we was at each other's throats, pause if necessary. Uh, a lot of people from hometown at that time, you had to pay the battle Mills. You know what I'm saying? I got paid the battle Mills.
That's fire. That's
You
fire.
see what I'm saying? It's a difference. It's difference on how people move. Like, you ain't gotta settle for anything. But like, if it's what's that word? I want to say the right word so I don't sound crazy and fucked up. Beneficial. I
If
guess
it's
if
beneficial,
if it's
yeah.
beneficial for you, yeah, go for it because you never know what that could lead at. You know what I'm saying? Like most motherfuckers know that I didn't. It didn't cost much to get Danny Myers for one round at that time. Like, but I had to work to that. I had got on a personal level with him. He was fucking with me in a sense to where I'm gonna give you a shot.
I salute Danny Myers, man,
You know
because
what I'm
Danny
saying?
Myers definitely gives shots, and he's gave a lot of shots to indie battle rappers, man. So I salute.
Yeah.
Like I'm big on the Midwest, man, and I'm big on the South because I see that those are the areas that don't get the love, and that's really what this platform is built on, man. About My Money TV is business, music,
Mm-hmm.
and money management. So it's not just about Midwest. It's about the ones who ain't getting the spotlight. If you on every show already, then yeah, that's nice. I have you up here, But I want to get a spotlight to those battlers who ain't getting a spotlight
Like
or
it's just crazy to me because I ain't want to get on your show and want to do that and be like a shade fish. You know what I'm saying? I feel like anytime I touch any platform, I'm gonna keep it all the way real, raw and uncut.
want
No
that.
cuts. You know what I'm saying? 1800. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? All the way real. I can't be nothing else. So it's just kind of bittersweet when you do it for so long and people that you battle, people that you kick their ass, clearly no debating, they propel higher to another degree. And you looking like, okay, well, damn, if I beat him and I just know. Because some of these labels and leagues, they seen me. They know who the fuck I am, man.
Most definitely.
You
I
know what
mean,
I'm
we see
saying?
it. We see it with the battlers now. We seen it with True Foe when he beat Gotti in the tournament. Who did he get after that? That wasn't a battle that we was expecting him to get. So it happens with the Midwest and the South more than the coast, man. And I see that over and over again. So
It's just like prime example. Shout out to RBE. Um, I had a one SK on there some years ago. Blood, Sweat, and Tears 6 was the card where Heavy Half from Chicago battled Math Hoffa.
mm-hmm.
I was the one SK. My opponent, I was a replacement. On top of that,
Last minute.
let 2 weeks
I know
notice.
how they do. Shout out to Lauren,
Two
shout
weeks.
out to Wing, shout out to
Two
LP.
weeks
I know how they
notice,
do.
man. 2 weeks notice. Made it on time. Made it on time. Did my thing. Didn't choke. My opponent stumbled through all his shit, and then that ruined the momentum for the battle. Cause it's like, okay, motherfuckers don't want to hear that shit now. Nigga already choked or whatever. I don't want to hear that shit. I get it. I've been doing it for a minute. I understand how it go. They want to hurry up and get to the main card. All right, cool. But damn, it's people that's been on one SKs that's came back and they been back on there now. It's people on there. It's like 3 or 4 people in the new class that I've defeated or have had went to war with. So I know if they see that battle, I know they see me.
Hey, listen, we ain't gonna talk all in front of this camera, but we gonna talk off this camera, man. I know you like it's crazy because I'm trying to make a movement in Indiana. I'm not afraid to put my money where my mouth is. I'm working with me and Extreme is on a path right now with Eon. I just recently picked up Gorilla Monsoon,
Yeah, I heard.
representing
Shout
him.
out, good shit with that man, cause he needs some. I like what he be doing to a degree with that. I've spoken to him before. Like I told him to his face how I felt. There's certain things you gotta. It's certain things you don't have to do
Right.
to get your point across. But he's still learning. You know what I'm
Yeah, he
saying?
young, man, and that's why I
Right.
think he need guidance. You know what I mean?
Right. Exactly. That's
It's
why I can't be mad at him. At first I couldn't stand Gorilla Monsoon, man. Like point proven. Ain't even go play around. But Sif had to be like, man, that's where I was learning too, man. I ain't gonna say maybe I was emotional. That's probably why I ain't where I'm at or something, or in my Kanye West shit to where I speak my mind or something,
Nah, I like that in
or,
you. I got some
or
videos on the channel of you and Gorilla Monsoon going back and forth. So
yeah,
that's all.
yeah.
That's all good. That's all good,
But
man. Like keep that spark. You feel me? We're gonna get Caine back. His phone probably ringing, man.
man, phone ringing like crazy, man. My fault, but shout out to Gorilla Monsoon. He's one of the new guys coming up. Shout
Yeah,
out Turk. Shout out Tisdale. Shout out everybody doing their thing, man. I ain't never been no hater.
no, definitely, most
For all
definitely.
the shade I get, man, I still show love. I still support. I don't be trying to get in events for free. I pay top dollar to get in.
I see you. I see
You
you out
know.
here. Let's get into yeah, this phone ringing again. We're gonna get into what I like to do with artists, man. I like to make sure his mic and everything is good. We're gonna let Steve get everything. We're gonna let Caine get everything together, and we're gonna get into this outside card. a little bit with Caine when he come back, get his phone, and I'm letting him get everything together. It look like he having a little issue. All right, you back there? All right, I'm gonna bring you back up.
God damn,
All right,
man, you
you
know,
all, it's all
Aggo.
good. Hey, this happens in the interviews, man. That's nothing, man. Don't worry about it. I want to get into what I like to do with battlers is if it's a card coming up after the interview or something, let's just talk the matchups and who you got on this outside URL card. I got it in my hand. I'm just
Oh
gonna
yeah,
go over the matches. You tell me who you got. If you want a prediction, whatever you want to do with it.
bet. Okay,
First day they got January 28th and 29th. They got Don Lady versus Jade. Who you got in that?
man, I'm gonna go with. See, that's the thing, man. Jade don't get the credit she deserves, man. She doesn't get the the big looks like she was supposed to been on URL. I remember her PG was against First Lady Flames.
Mm-hmm. And Flames been getting cards.
And Flames been getting cards, and then but Jade is very she ain't the most prissy girl. Like she's what I'm saying, she about her, she stand on business. So but her rhyming ability is credible, man. She's better than most dudes. You know what I mean?
I seen her. I seen it.
You know what I'm saying? She be trying to keep New York going, man. Don Lady, legendary. We already know what Don Lady can do. Um, but Jade, I feel like Jade got a point to prove. She ain't been on URL in a while, and I'm going with Jade 2-1.
That's dope. That's dope. They got Fonz and McMyron. This is my one of my battles of the night candidates, man. One of my sleeper battles. I know they've been
Yeah,
going back and forth for a while.
yeah. Both of them niggas gotta see me because they be trying to, you know what I'm saying. They know what's up with me too. You know what I'm saying? That's one. If Fonz is on this A game, nah, that can be another Mac Myron and Danny. That could be another one of them ones. That
I
could
see
be
it.
that could be one of them ones for real. That could go either way. I can't call that one.
That's all right with me. How
And
about
then
Av and True Foe?
see, yeah, man. Shout out to Ab. That's another person on my hit list too. Shout out Trufo. He can be on the hit list too if he wanted. But he fired too, man. I just like his story, his upbringing. He was one of them ones that was in that with me type shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember him when his name wasn't True Foe in battle rap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? So uh I just like his story. I like every time he is getting better. But Av has a point to prove also. He hasn't been on URL in a minute. He was doing this little break thing. Not break, but you know,
Politics, man.
yeah, politics
Politics
shit.
as
So
usual.
hmm that can go either way. It depends on the energy in the room for that one.
It's a lot of Midwest on this card. Those last three, you get those last two or three.
Fonz, Mac Myron, Truffaut. It's Mac Myron's Mac Myron been on URL before. He 3-0'd Jeffrey. Is we there? Is we there?
My bad, man. That was
Uh,
my fault, man. I had a little technical difficulty, man. You got to change cameras up. You know how we do. I got a couple of them in here.
all good, man. All good. I'm grateful to be back, man. We was on the predictions.
Yeah, nah,
We was
I ain't lost my
on
place. I just had to switch cameras real quick. You know how we do.
okay,
We
okay.
gonna keep the ball rolling. Kitchen cleaner Ace I mean was the next battle that we was on.
Oh, yeah, that man, you know what? Man, I'm sitting there wondering, man. I can't picture Ace. I mean, shoulder bumping.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Like I was like, damn man, cause Clean ain't a big dude. You know what I'm saying? He ain't got that much weight on him like that. It's like, man,
But Clean don't play neither.
yeah, Clean don't play. I think they both gonna rap. I think Clean has a point to prove lately, proving that he can bang out with the top names out right now, the Geechees, the A Wards, you know what I'm saying? He gonna try to man, but I know what Ace can do. Ace is fire too, man. Ace is they call Ace the evil Lux, man.
I like what Ace does. I ain't got
Yeah.
predictions. I've been letting you go, but in this one, man, I think if
Uh,
Clean is clean and Ace is clean, it's one for the ages. But if
yeah.
Ace gets into um he's so heavy based on the syllable that if he stumbles on the syllable, then Clean walks away with this one. I ain't giving no prediction, but that's just how I see it in my mind.
But then we gotta say too. Clean paper can't be acting like he finna look on his arm and all that. He gotta be clean. Gotta be like
Clean got to be focused.
clean. Gotta be clean. I don't want to say clean. Gotta be clean like he was against B Magic, but godly, that was I feel like Ace can lose to that clean paper versus B Magic,
Absolutely.
if that
Absolutely.
makes sense.
This one, the next one is kind of crazy, man. My hustle, Miss Hustle, and my verse.
Yup, this is one I wanted to talk about. It was in the little space group a while back. We was talking about people was like, why does my verse deserves certain shit or whatever. But I had to tell people like my verse is like she's looked at as one of them. She got a freestyle ability that's crazy. Hustle is hustle. Hustle gonna do her. You know what I'm saying? I feel like anybody that could beat my verse for real is hustle. And then
My verse
people
one of
talk
them to
about
me. She one of them to me. I think just
my verse.
her beauty kind of offsets what people take away from the rhymes, but the rhymes is always there to me.
Right. Yeah. I think if she, she's more looked at as a sex symbol more than a woman with bars to
Yeah,
where.
absolutely.
But yeah, if you go back in the game tapes, she been cleaning females up.
Absolutely.
She got more dubs than L's under her belt, if that means anything.
It definitely do.
And then
Uh
people, because she ain't black, that she wouldn't last in the URL, but she's battled in the URL and won. She beat
she
Bonnie clear.
Hey, she one of the 15 stages of black man. We need to understand the history, man. That hey, the DR and Haiti is one island. You hear me? Like it's one
Yeah,
place,
it
man.
is though. If you
It's
look at
one
it like
place,
that, yeah.
man. You feel me?
Gerrymandering's a motherfucker.
All
For real.
right, NXT in New Jersey twerk, man.
And next man, come on, man. Come on, man. I seen on Hip Hop is Real, they was arguing back and forth. And I mean, I don't see where the twerk comparisons is with 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 NXT. But this should be if twerk don't choke, man, he got this in the bag, man.
Yeah, I don't see the comparison. I see where NXT inflects his voice in the kind of the same way, but what
Yeah,
twerk does with the rhymes, it's
yeah.
nothing like it.
Mm-mm. But to be fair, NXT next is not nothing to play with. But come on, man, twerk been on a little tear. Like since he got back on his shit, he's been looking very demonish to most eyes, though. You know what I'm saying? I'll go crazy with twerk if you ask me, but
Most
yeah.
definitely. Snake Eyes and Anderson Burrs.
This is gonna be this battle. People is joking at on this, but people got to look at this battle on both ways. You got Snake Eyes, who's been, regardless of what you say about the nigga, man, he been relevant from getting in fights to the women to bags and bodies to all that shit, man. He's kind of been finding a way to stay current and relevant. So then you have Anderson Burris. He's one of the new guys from the Crucible. You know what I'm saying? North Carolina, shout out.
Promo game crazy.
Promo game crazy, man. Promo game crazy. He was also the filming dude for
Midnight
Midnight
Madness.
Madness. You know what I
You know,
mean?
I know, I'm tapped in. If it's something going on, I know what's going on, man. I ain't.
Yeah.
That's
He
one thing I pride myself on. I'm paying attention to what boys doing out here.
and then he's not trash though, but it's just the battle itself is just funny. Like, but we haven't seen Anderson Burris in a minute. I mean, we're not gonna act like Anderson Burris don't deserve Snake Eyes or vice versa. The nigga battled Swave Sever, did pretty okay. So
Now, he did well against Sway.
you know what I'm saying?
Uh,
I can't call that battle. That's gonna be like, Snake Eyes gonna talk his bully shit, his this punk ass white boy, all that shit. He gonna do that shit.
yeah, he
But
definitely is.
Anderson gonna laugh that off like
You gonna joke that off?
man, he's gonna joke that off like it's gonna bounce that off, man. It's that's gonna be a style clash like a motherfucker.
Cortez versus Swervo.
Cortez, clear. Shout out to Swervo though, but nah, Kirk. The thing about Cortez, man, people try to laugh and don't give him his props, but he be doing these new guys filthy when they come in, like they hazing the URL. He be the one to give him that proper whooping. You know what I
I
mean?
think Cortez has taken the place of Shotgun Suge. Remember, for a long time, Shotgun Suge was kind of like that test for you,
Gatekeeper.
that gatekeeper effect. I think Cortez has stepped into that role, man.
Oh, okay. Okay, now when you say that, difference with that is Shotgun Suge wasn't the Shotgun Suge he is now
Exactly.
back then. But also Cortez not the same Cortez as he used to be. I think he's gotten a lot better. Like, he was one of the only ones that really gave Surf a run for his money.
He definitely did.
You
He
know what I'm
definitely did.
saying? Not too many say that. But John Twerk. I mean, he lost to Lux. I guess that means anything. But I think that battle per se, I don't know either. I don't know who's gonna win that battle, man. That's a
These are all good battles. It's 2 days, man, and a lot of these battles is just dope battles. I think I like both of these cards are dope cards to me, so I ain't mad at that.
yeah.
Salute J2, Indiana by way of Atlanta versus Danny
Yeah,
Myers.
yeah, man. That's one of them
That's a
ones
big
too.
mountain to climb for J2, man.
But they battled before already. This
Yeah.
ain't. Yeah, they battled before. This is I guess this is be another. How when you play a game, Mega Man or something, and you die and you blow up and you start over where you at. This is probably one of them things for J2. And
Right.
J2, he hot right now. Pause. You know what I mean? But J2 been doing his thing. So he can do it, but yet Danny is Danny. Danny is Danny, man. You know what I'm saying? Tell him stop saying I'm too cold.
I'm too cold.
You know what I'm saying? We know where that implicated from. You know what I'm saying? I'm too raw. Come on, man. Like, but it's all love though.
The Crucible boy, Flair Soul and Foot versus None and Chef Tread.
I don't know why that battle happened. I don't
I
know
thought
why
when I
that.
first
I
seen it,
don't
I
know
thought
if
the
they.
same thing, but hey,
Uh, I mean, shit. We know, Trez and None both have a freestyle ability to where I want to see how their chemistry is. I think So Flair Soul and Foot's chemistry is a little better because they be around each other, they around the region. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? They seen each other. They didn't, you know what I'm saying?
Battled each other.
Yeah, that's what I meant by they didn't seen each other and all that. They kind of know how's what, but that URL atmosphere is different. But so Flair Soul been getting busy too, and Foot, so it could go either way.
Just that we having this conversation, right? I had
Hmm.
that same feeling, and we was talking about it. You know how the spaces go. All the battlers pop in our spaces. I think I may have been in Cola space, and I said that right. And five
Yeah,
seconds later, none popped into space, and I told none straight up, bro. Like I don't. When I hear none and Chef Trez, I don't feel the chemistry, and he was receptive of that. He didn't get mad. He said he understands that, and he know that's what people's drawback on this battle is. He know people see some Flair Soul and Foots as more chemistry, or they mesh better together, and that's something that him and Chef Trez are really working on for this battle. So, with that being said, that's what that gave me a little more confidence in what Chef Trez and None are gonna be able to do.
yeah, that's dope. I still think it's dope though. Like regardless of what you know what I mean, I still think that's fire for the both of them
Right.
because you know that's something different. That's something different, rare. Uh, like who would have thought them two? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, they could have. I mean, but they did just battle each other too.
Right,
You
right.
know. Then on the outside looking in, people looking like, oh, is this a, why are they doing this? Because what they, people tried to clown them for their last battle and shit. But hey, I can't say nothing about a place I ain't been yet. So who
That's
am I?
dope. That's dope for you just to say that. Like you know
You
what I
know what I
mean?
mean?
You gonna say your objectives, but you still respect the place they in, man. Not
Yeah,
that's
like
dope.
come on, man. I've only been on the PG card. Obviously they keep getting booked, so it's obvious they doing something. You know what I
They
mean?
something.
You know what I mean? They something. You know what I mean? So,
Another
but
person that been getting them looks, man. She happens first shotgun should.
now this battle, I want to see. She happens been rightfully getting the looks she should be getting. That whole DMV Maryland thing, man, is like a gold mine, man. I don't know what they doing. It's like they got the keys, they got the looks, they got the you know what I mean? They got that over there. Uh I don't know, man. That's one of them ones too where you gotta watch out for that one.
The DMV man, Maryland man, it mirrors. They class came in with a lot of Midwest people, like the Truffaut and She's. They came in at the same
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
So I look at that area as like our biggest competition, man. The people that we gotta, in Indiana and the Midwest, we gotta look at sniping them cats out, man, respectfully though.
Yeah, agree. Agree. I'll fuck them dudes up though. But
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? I don't be trying to talk too crazy, man. People will take shit, they try to act like you can't who is this nigga me? That's the thing I be trying to tell niggas, man. You can't who is this nigga me? Cause a motherfucker will say, oh, I ain't never heard of you nigga. That's your fault, bitch. Shit.
We ain't gonna hold you all night, man. Last battle on this card, man. Then I'm gonna let you get the ISO, man. Let them know what you got up next, man. Tay Rock versus Stumbles, man.
Man, I'm not gonna hold you. Stumble's been getting busy when he don't stumble. That nigga is nice. Like that nigga is that I hate this word, but that nigga's retarded, man. Like like for real, rest in peace, my cousin, man. But like he's dumb nice, man. Like people don't be listening to what he be saying, man. They just listen to it's my life, not yours. I'm saying I kick your fucking ass, huh? Huh?
Mm-hmm.
And they listen to that, but
No, his content is amazing.
that nigga can man, he can go like he can go for real. If he's focused, it can be that battle can go either way. And why I say that is because if you want to go off Tay Rock last battle that aired, not the Snake Eyes, because I heard he kind of went God mode on Snake. But if you talking about the Kid Slade, if you're looking at the Kid Slade battle versus Tay Rock though, you know stumbles could go crazy.
Yeah, he could beat that Tay Rock.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to say that. I don't want to say it to where like that today. You know that block my shots getting on no entourage. You know what I'm saying? Let me just shut up, man, and say
We're gonna get you that no entourage. Tay Rock, man, you watching this, man. You tapped in, man. We need Big Caine.
yeah,
Whoever out here
man.
watching that, we need Caine Marko back on these cars. We need to get him some of these plays because he's definitely one of those talents we want to see. We appreciate you, man, at Bama Money TV. You know we supporting the home team. You know we supporting the scene in the Midwest and the South, man. I'm gonna give you the ISO. Give them your social medias. Give them what you want them to go watch, and make sure you give them the link to your podcast, bro.
Yeah, for sure, man. Caine Marko, man. Big Caine Marko, man. CMARKO 910. That's on Twitter and Instagram. Um, Facebook, Caine Marko Dyson. Clubhouse, Big Caine Marko 662. Let me see. Man, Blunt Honesty Podcast, man. Like I said, go on YouTube. We're also on Roku. Just type in Blunt Honesty Podcast. Hooli TV on YouTube, HOOLIE TV. Winnie Candy Pours, the album coming soon. Hooli Tape coming soon. Shout out to My Way Living, my family. You know what I'm saying? I got a battle, Twitter Space battle coming up. I'm not going to reveal the name yet, but it's coming up soon in February. And I just been trying to work, man, trying to network, trying to game myself out there, get myself back current, you know what I'm saying? Letting these niggas know I'm outside. That's basically it.
All right, man. We appreciate you coming through tonight, man. Caine, you know I'm gonna get with you, man. I'm gonna close out the show, man. Then I'm gonna hit you up, man. We're gonna chop it up for a minute before it get too late. All right.
All right, for sure, man. 100, man. Appreciate
All
you.
right, man. We appreciate you.
Yep.
Man. I hope y'all tapped into this, man. I hope y'all stayed to the end of that interview, man. We had a little technical difficulties with the camera. Y'all know how it go. We had to back up on deck, though, so we brought it in. We went over the outside card. We got in depth with Caine Marko, man. Dope MC. And this is what we're going to be bringing y'all more and more of this year. Every week, we're going to bring you a different artist, man. We want to highlight the battlers in the Midwest, in the South, and we want to give them our platform, man, so they can get it off, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Everybody who's watching this broadcast, man, make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And make sure y'all in those comments letting us know who y'all want to see next, man. We appreciate y'all, man. And we out.